Hello, VC King 101 here. Today I wanted to give an overview on retainers and how to generate passive income in Endwalker. They are extremely helpful for crafters and can gather some of the bicolor gemstone materials awarded from Fates every hour. I wanted to make this a complete overview on retainers as they've been incredibly helpful with my crafts, and I'll be referring to them a bit in some of my future videos, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. I'll be splitting this up into chapters, so if anyone wanting to look at any specifics, feel free to go straight to those chapters by checking the description or following the timestamps I've posted here. What are retainers and how do I unlock them? Most people should know what they are by now, but I'll give a quick overview on their purpose. Retainers are essentially like your personal bank to store items, deposit and withdraw gil, post items for sale on the market board, and can be leveled up to gather materials, even minions and housing items if you want to test your luck. They can be unlocked and recruited at any retainer bouquet in major cities, so Limsa, Ishgard, etc. You can acquire 2 retainers for free, however you can pay on top of your game subscription to hire up to 7 additional retainers. Plus, you can also pay for the companion app premium subscription to gain an additional retainer, essentially allowing you to have a maximum of 10 retainers. I still run only 2, but I believe 3 retainers would be optimal. It's just up to you whether you think it will be worth the additional $2 a month per retainer. Something people may not know about with selling items on the market board, based on where the retainer is located, there's actually a market rate tax that's actually set here. These can be either normal, which is about 10% of the asking price, but sometimes it can be reduced. So if you were to purchase items from that market board, you can actually get your items a lot cheaper. Same goes for if your retainer is actually posted at that certain city. So for example, if I wanted one posted here in in Limsa, you can actually dispense the retainer to Limsa. So if you were to go to that city there, you can actually send it towards that there. Currently I have one in Old Charlayan and the other in Limsa. The passive income I was talking about for retainers is not really selling your items on the market board. Well, it kind of is, but it is actually utilizing the Ventures feature. Ventures are essentially little expeditions your retainers will embark on in return for spoils based upon what adventure you instructed them to go on. If you've made your retainer a battle class, they can actually acquire all monster loot, such as like monster skins and eggs as well. If they were assigned a miner, then they would obviously acquire ore. Botanists would be like logs and other berries and stuff, and fishing, well, fish. In order to go on these ventures, you require the currency known by the same name, Ventures. You can get these from your Grand Company for 200 seals each, along the top class there, material drop down, and venture here. The quickest way to get seals is by going to the Serpent Personnel Officer, going to Undertake Provisioning, and go Expert Delivery. From here, just pick a piece of item that you're no longer using, such as all this Orthodox stuff which I've gotten from previous dungeons over, and from there I can already get 3 ventures from that. There are 3 categories of adventures. There is Gathering, Field Exploration, and Quick Exploration. Quick Exploration is an hour-long venture where they'll come back with a random piece of gear, minion, or something else, whether it be housing item or yeah. The higher their eye level, the higher chance of obtaining something rare. There are a few minions that can only be obtained this way. Highland Exploration or Field Exploration is a complete set of specific items that they can gather. These are typically held within their, if they're a battle class, they'll be gathering the same skins and stuff. And if it's a mining or other gathering one, it'll be the same kind of thing where they'll only gather stuff within this item range. The requirement's quite high and the duration is extremely long as well. It requires 2 ventures, so just be mindful of the long time it'll be gone for. They do award roughly about 4 to 6 times the amount of experience from doing them. So it's up to you whether you would prefer that. Personally, I find the most optimal way of doing it is by going through the actual gathering one here, where you actually select an item range here, and you can actually select the specific item that you want them to gather. The quantity of items that they can gather increases based upon their gear. So if they are a gatherer, if they increase their perception rating, they will be able to increase the quantity. However, they will need to have at least the minimum gathering requirement in order to get these items here. All you need to do is just get the gathering requirement, and then perception, just keep bumping that up, and they can end up acquiring more items like this. In regards to battle classes though, with their hunting one, they are purely set upon the item level that they have. So the higher the item level, the more that they can gather these items, and also, you know, reach the cap here. It is really low how much you can gather here, but you can still increase it, which I will show you here. So currently at the moment I've got the artifact gear for Endwalker all on the left hand side, plus the Crypt Lurker book. All these accessories are just random accessories, each one of them being level 80. I recently did a bunch of side quests to get the Star Quartz stuff. So this is the level 88 stuff. So if I put that in here, I do not have the one for the necklace, but I put that one there. And I also put in, I have a Palika ring here, so I'll put that in there. And the other Star Quartz in there. So now we have an eye level of 540. So if we were to go side venture and hunting, you can see that it's actually increased. Before all of these were 5, and now it's up to 7 here. We can increase it a little bit further up, but yeah, just with battle classes at the moment, because the gear is still relatively new in Endwalker, you won't be getting much increases here. But of course, if you go back to Shadowbringers, you can see that everything else here is level 15. So, what's one of the ways that I currently do to end up making money on this? So, with the battle classes, they end up getting hides and whatnot, which are those bi-color gemstone items, which end up taking quite a lot to get. They're typically on the market board for quite expensive. So if we look at the skins, right, and I will just go to my crafter here. So if we were to look at the Ophio Taurus leather here, so Ophio Taurus. Ooh, spelled it wrong. Idiot. Here, let's do this. Oh. So, the difference between the hide and leather. So the hide is what you'll get from the class gathering. So here it's about 500. But the leather is actually quite a fair bit more. So what I end up doing is, with my battle class, I get the hide, and then with my mining class, I get the illumin. Now, just because this is the highest level one, does not mean it's always the best. If I go up here and look at the Compira stuff here, so if I copy that, and I'll make it just Compira so we can compare the two. So the skin itself is only about, still that same 500, just for the base material, but the leather is actually 4,700 here, and it's still selling quite a fair amount. So what I've been doing is I've been sending my retainer out to gather these, as well as the illumin, and then just quick synthing these, and then I can, yeah, make a, you know, somewhat decent little bit of pocket change in there. So it's not going to make you millions, but it is going to make you a steady passive income. The other alternative, if you don't have crafters, is just send them out on quick adventures, because you still will get like some decent items, whether that be stuff to hand into your Grand Company for seals, or sometimes it can be minions or housing items, or it can even be some primal weapons, some of the glowy weapons, which tend to actually end up being quite a fair amount. So there have been a couple times where I've gotten some of the Seiyuu and the other weapons here. So as an example, if I go Conjurer here, every now and then I have gotten the Shinryu one, and you can see that still sells for 500k, practically 482k. So sometimes you can get some good stuff. It's not reliable, but every now and then you do get some good stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all it is for retainers. If this helped you guys, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything to go over a bit more, please let me know as well. I'll be doing some more crafting stuff, so using these retainers to get the materials will actually help out a lot with that. So subscribe so then you don't miss out on that crafting tutorial on how we can make some extra gil. But yeah, thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!